Hello dear students, today we will discuss about class 9th chapter 1 irrational number. So we will discuss in our previous section decimal expansion like terminating decimal, repeating decimals. So today we will discuss about irrational numbers. So what is irrational numbers? So irrational number means a number which can neither be expressed as a terminating decimal nor as a repeating decimal is called an irrational numbers. So what is irrational numbers? A number which can neither be expressed as a terminating decimal. So terminating decimals we already discussed in our previous class, and nor as a repeating decimal. So repeating decimals also we have discussed in our previous class. So a number which can neither be expressed as terminating decimal nor as a repeating decimal is called an irrational numbers. So now what is the type of irrational numbers? So first type of irrational numbers is here 0.01001, 0001, so on. So this type of numbers is called an irrational number. Because here the numbers are not terminating and non-repeating, so it is called a irrational number. And now type 2 irrational numbers, what is? If m is a positive integer, if m is any constant, so if m is a positive integer which is not a perfect square, so what is a perfect square? Let's see. For example, I write root 4. So the LCM of root 4 is 2 2s are 4. So it is a perfect square. 2 into 2 is equals to 4. So it is a perfect square. If I write root 2, it is not a perfect square. If I write root 3, it also not a perfect square. If I write root 5, it also not a perfect square. So if m is a positive integer which is not a perfect square, then root m is irrational. So root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7, root 10, these types of numbers is called an irrational numbers. And now we will discuss type 3 irrational numbers. So now type 3, so if m is a positive integer which is not a perfect cube. So type 2 we will discuss positive integer which is not a perfect square, and type 3 we will discuss positive integer which is not a perfect cube. Then cube root m is irrational. So what is perfect cube? For example, I write root 9. The LCM of root 9 is 3 3s are 9. So here, so 3 into 3 we can get a perfect square. So if I write root over of 27, so what is the LCM of 27? 3 9s are 27. 3 3s are 9. So here we get 3 into 3 into 3. So this is the cube form of 27 and this is the square form of 9. So here the examples of irrational numbers of perfect cube is cube root 2, cube root 4, cube root 5 and cube root 6, so on. So now we discuss about properties of irrational numbers. So what is the first property? So sum of two irrational need not be an irrational numbers. That means, for example, we write 2 plus root 3, it is a rational numbers, plus 2 minus root 3. It is also a rational number. So sum of two irrational numbers. So it is a rational numbers, it is also a rational numbers. So the sum of two rational numbers need not be an irrational. So if we solve these rational numbers like 2 plus root 3 plus 2 minus root 3. So what can I get? Here plus root 3 minus root 3. So plus minus cancel. So we can get 2 plus 2 is 4. So 4, which is a rational. Clear? So our second property is difference of two irrational need not be an irrational. So take an example. 5 plus root 2, 5 plus root 2 minus 3 plus root 2. So what can I get? So if we solve this difference, 5 plus root 2 minus 3 minus plus minus root 2. So here plus root 2 minus root 2 cancel. So what can I get? 5 minus 3 is 2. So 2, which is a rational number. Clear? So now our next property is multiple of two irrational need not be an irrational. So the third property is product of two irrational need not be an irrational. So take an example. If I write 2 root 2 into 3 root 2. So what can I get? 2 into 3, 6. And root 2 into 2, we can get 2. So here 6 into 2, we get 12. So 12 is a rational number. And now our last property is division of two irrational need not be an irrational. So division of two rational, division of two irrational need not be an irrational. So let's take an example. If I write 2 root 2 divided root 2, we can get root 2, here root 2 cancel, we can get 2. So which is a rational number. Clear? So now we will discuss about how to represent a irrational number in a number line. So represent root 2 on the number line. So root 2 is a irrational number. So how to represent root 2 on the number line? Let's take a number line. Here the origin O, here x dash, here x. This is x axis. So let x dash OX be a horizontal line. Here x dash OX be a horizontal line taken as the x axis, and let O be the origin. So here O is origin, and let O represent 0. So this origin represent, for example, this origin represent 0. Then take OA equals to 1 in it. So here this is origin O or 0. Here we take a 1 unit the right hand side of the x-axis. So here take OA 1 unit. So here OA I will take 1 unit. Then and draw AB perpendicular OA. AB perpendicular OA means here OA, then perpendicular is there. Here I write B. So here OAB perpendicular OA. Then here AB also 1 unit. So we can draw OB. So let's join then OB. So here first of all we take OA as 1 unit, then AB is perpendicular OA, then join OB. So now here OBA or BAO is a right angle triangle. So here if it is a right angle triangle, so we can put here by Pythagoras theorem OB is equals to OA square plus AB square. So what is the length of OA? OA we will take 1 unit and AB also we will take 1 unit. So OA square plus AB square, that means 1 square plus 1 square equals to root 2. So with O as a center and OB as a radius, draw an arc meeting OX at P. So here we can put the rounder and draw an arc like this. So this point we will write P. So here P is the point of root 2. So here P is denoted as root 2. That's like we can also represent root 3, root 5 and root 7. So in this video we have discussed about irrational numbers, properties of irrational numbers and how to represent an irrational numbers into a number line. So this video is completed. Thank you.